I recently had the best dream of my adult life and a nightmare.
Let's talk about that.
Hi, I'm JP from Westville, Ohio. Good mythical morning.
Good mythical morning.
All right, Link, I recently had the best dream of my adult life, and I also had a nightmare. Which do you want to hear first?
Let's start with the good news, because I'm probably going to tune out before you get to the scary one, and then I won't have to endure that.
Okay. I was in a cornfield. The best dream of my adult life. I started in a cornfield. And the reason it was the best dream of my adult life is because it's the only truly lasting, lucid dream that I've had as an adult.
Meaning that you realized you were dreaming in the dream and took cognitive control.
Yeah, I manipulated the dream world.
The dream.
Yes. Now, lucid dreaming is something that we have long talked about, been fascinated with.
We long talk about it.
I have read books about it. I have tried to enter into lucid dreams, but I haven't been committed enough. I haven't been thinking about lucid dreaming for months. All of a sudden, I'm in a cornfield, and I'm in one of those areas of the cornfield where there's no corn. It's like wide enough for the tractor to kind of go through. And I'm walking towards a group of people. I don't know who this group of people is. I don't know what gives me the idea, but suddenly I realize, I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming. This is a dream. And then the first thing
because usually there's a trigger, right? There's supposed to be a trigger that something's off of reality.
Right. Something's not right, and you've trained yourself to pick up on these clues.
There was none of that.
Nothing. I was in a cornfield. How crazy, how weird
Walking
is that?
towards a group of people?
Nothing weird. I do it every day. Well, actually, I don't do that every day, but I could if I was a farmer. But I'm just in a cornfield. And then when I realize I'm dreaming, I'm like, fly. Time to fly. And I'm like, I try, nothing happens. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just levitate first. And I levitate a little bit, and then I come back down.
You know how to levitate. You just don't know how to fly.
Well, because your brain, you're still convincing your brain that you can do this. So then after I came back down, I was like, levitate, 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 levitate. And then I was like 100 feet in the air.
You closed your eyes?
I don't remember.
In the dream?
I do in the demonstration. I don't know if I did in real life or in the dream world. But I levitate, and then I realize I'm 100 feet in the air, and then I fly all over the place. I'm flying through between skyscrapers, and it's like I have full control. I'm going everywhere. I went to like 6 or 7 different locations. I don't remember how I was transitioning through, like how I was getting to different places or what my intent was, where I was going to go. But I was like, this is the best ever. And I wasn't waking up, and I knew it was a dream.
Now, I am so jealous right now.
I did not fly to Holly Womble's house, though. It never crossed my mind.
Now, his previous episode, his middle school crush, Holly Womble, he would fly to her house, just an update. I am so jealous right now that you got to experience this.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe it'll be a regular thing.
Was I in the dream?
Nope, you weren't there. Maybe that's why I had the freedom to fly.
I was kind of hoping that you would say, I was flying, I was reaching new heights, and I looked over, and Link, you were there.
Or you
were flying.
I came and picked you up and put you in a bear hug and flew around with you.
No,
is that what you want?
That's
not cool.
I can also fly in your dreams.
Well, you weren't there. You didn't fly.
You can control the dream, man. Next time you go to that control space, control me into it. I want to fly in a dream. And if I can't do it on my own, I at least like to know I did it in yours.
But you won't remember it.
But you can tell me about it. Now I'm going to ask all these questions about what does it feel like to fly? But I want to be able to say, what did it feel like for me to fly? Can you just become me in your next lucid dream and fly? Fly any way you want. Just be me.
Sure, let me write that down. Now, I also had a horrible dream. You want to hear that?
Was I in that one?
No, you weren't.
No, I don't want to hear it then. Yeah, I want to hear it because I don't want to be in a scary dream. I want to be in the nice dreams.
Okay, it was a nightmare because of the way that it ended. I was on The Price is Right. Now, the reason I was thinking about The Price is Right is, as you know, your wife recently got tickets to The Price is Right, and we were all going to go, the two of us and our wives. Scheduling, we've been really busy. We weren't able to work it out, but maybe we will go.
Had to postpone it.
So we have been thinking about The Price is Right. Price is Right has been on the brain. And so I find myself in the audience at Price is Right, and I'm kind of sitting there waiting to see if I'm going to get called to go down.
Come on down! That's what they say.
And everybody has...
Have you not seen Price is Right?
Yeah. Where you been?
What?
There's a little display.
All you need to know is bid $1, okay? If you get come on down, just bid $1.
Well, that's what this is all about, buddy.
Really?
A little bit, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
So now, no, there are not displays in everyone's seat in the real Price is Right, but in my dream, we all had displays, like the kind of display that's on the front of the thing that you see when you come on down. But it was saying different things. And then I'm sitting there kind of dazed. I don't know what I was doing. I was just kind of dazed in my dream. And then all of a sudden I hear somebody say, if your display reads Junkyard Junction, come on down. Like, what? And I'm like, I look down and my display says Junkyard Junction. And they're saying it.
Where does that come from?
I have no idea. And they're saying it in a way that's like, we've asked 3 times for this person. Like, last call, if your display says Junkyard Junction, come on down. And I look, I'm like, crap, mine says Junkyard Junction.
I've been in a daze.
And I stand up and they're like, come on down. And I go down and I get down there. And then and it's not Drew Carey, it's Bob Barker. It's the original Price is Right
back
host.
in time.
Yes. Maybe they used to have the displays. Maybe they used the Junkyard Junction. Do you remember that?
Nope, they didn't.
I don't know where that came from. I don't even know what Junkyard Junction is. Maybe it's like an amusement park we should open up.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, it'd be junk everywhere.
So I come on down, and then they say, and the next item up for bid is a Wii U, because I think about Wii U, and I played, and I had this stream last night. So I played Wii U last night. I played Mario Wii.
I played Mario.
And
I played that Mario.
So it's a deluxe Wii U, which is the black one, and it's a bundle that has Zelda, which there is no Zelda yet for the Wii U, Zelda and Super Mario Brothers. And I'm like, I am all over this.
You remember all these details?
Yes. And I'm like, I know how to price this thing.
He's making this up.
I know that this thing, for some reason I was like, I know that this thing is $269.99. I knew it. I was like,
is that true?
And no, because it doesn't even exist. This bundle doesn't exist, and
right.
That's also less than the whole price of the thing would be anyway.
Yep, you said
I'm like $269.99. So then I looked down at my keypad to like, because unlike the real Price is Right, where you just say $269.99. In my dream, and there are no cents in the Price is Right, it's all dollars. In my dream, there was cents, and I had a keypad to enter in my bid. So they were like, please enter in your bids. And I reached down, and I cannot figure out how to put $269.99, which, incidentally, if you know anything about dreams, is very typical. You can't read in your dream. You can't input stuff into your phone in dreams. Everything is weird when you get down on that level. But surprisingly, it did not clue me into the fact that I was in a dream.
Because if it did, you would have flown out of there.
Right.
As me.
Yeah. I would have become you and flown around, because that's what I'm going to do in my next lucid dream. So I'm trying to get $269.99 in there, and I can't do it. And Bob Barker comes over to me.
Like, hey.
And he's like, he holds that microphone, the long skinny one, out to me. He's like, what's the problem?
What's the problem here? You having trouble with your keypad?
And I was like, I know exactly how much this is, but I can't get it in there.
You're telling him this?
Yeah.
And you're on television.
Yeah, and he's like...
I mean, old people across the United States are watching you. You make a fool of yourself.
And he says, well, how can I help you? And I was like, can you put $269.99 in there? And he's like, yes. And Bob Barker inputs $269.99 into it. And I'm like, I know that I'm going to win. And then he turns around to wait for the reveal of the price. And I wake up. This morning, I woke up waiting for a bid on Price is Right to know that I was going to get to go up there and play a game. And I woke up mad.
So angry.
You know when you wake up from a dream and something awesome was about to happen? I was like, I know I'm going to win this thing. I'm going to go up on the Price is Right. I woke up and I was so mad. My teeth were like clenched when I woke up. I was like, oh, gosh, I want to win a Wii U. And so I'm carrying this tension.
Just lay your head down right here. Go to sleep. And I bet you can re-enter right into it. Did you think about that? Did you think about, just to go back to sleep, I can do it? Because I've done that before.
But I woke up because my kids were yelling and fighting each other and punching each other, gouging each other's eyes out. You know, once that happens, you can't go back to sleep.
That's called breakfast at your house, right?
Yeah, right.
Hey, it's breakfast time to gouge each other's eyes out. But okay. Well, maybe try it now. Put your head on this coffee mug.
I don't want to do that.
Well, I don't know. Well, is there anything I can do to help you turn the corner here emotionally? You know, should I buy you a Wii U, or should we do a Kickstarter campaign for it or something?
I already have one.
Let's do a Kickstarter campaign to get you on the Price is Right.
All I know is, regardless of how this goes, if we ever do get on Price is Right, I'm bidding $269.99 on whatever. If I get up there, that's what I'm bidding.
All right, I'm bidding $1, and then I'm gonna fly. No, not the dream, the real life. No flying.
Rhett is Link's coach for a marathon. Okay, buddy. Hold on, you've already won the medal.